Hey guys, it's another angry rant. Right, so, as some of you may know, I highly doubt any of you know because, whatever, it's boring. I live in a sheltered accommodation-y type housey thing. And in order to move on from here, to eventually get, like, I don't know, a flat share or my own flat, it helps to do this sort of tenancy mini course thing. It's like a week long and you basically learn like not to shit on the carpets and what your landlord expects of you, what to expect of your landlord, all that shit. Which most of it's pretty much common sense, but it does help you in getting flats. Like people can see you've done it and stuff, so whatever. And the very beginning of the day, they asked names, and there were 6 people, residents of different shelters in the area, and then like 2 members of staff, I think it was. And they're like, oh, let's go around and do some names. And they're like, oh, Bob, John, Michael, Sarah. They got to me and I was like, Elliot. And this woman was like, Ellie. And it's like, no, Elliot. Elliot. And I wish I'd picked a name that doesn't sound like Bruce. No one's going to turn around and be like, oh, Bruce, Lucy, is your name Lucy? Because it's Bruce, you know? And I guess I picked Elliot because at the time I was gender fluid and I wasn't sure. I didn't want to commit to a name and then be unsure of what I was doing with my life. So yeah. So I said my name is Elliot, and then throughout the entire effing day, trying to cut down on my swearing, people were like, oh yeah, she, young lady, her. And I was like, each time they'd be like, oh yeah, so say she goes into the office, and I was like, he. And this one bloke in particular who I wanted to fucking kill. I'm so camp today. No wonder I thought it was a girl. Anyway, yeah. This one bloke he kept saying she and young lady, and female pronouns I can put up with every so often, but young lady it's like someone is stabbing me in the face. Ugh. But yeah, and every time he did it, I would say, I'm not a lady. And he'd just go, so yes, as I was saying, as if I just interrupted his conversation to tell him that my shoelace was untied, or that I didn't like his face. Like, he basically just brushed it off, literally. He was like, so. And I'm not asking, if someone gets my pronouns wrong, for them to get on the floor, kiss my feet, and grovel. I'm really not asking that much. All I'm asking is that you say, oh, sorry, and try not to do it again. You don't even have to say sorry, just correct yourself. Just go, oh yeah, sorry, he. Or just go, she, he. I don't care how you do it, as long as you do try and correct yourself. I understand that every so often someone's going to have a slip up, but Jesus fucking Christ, this man. Ugh, I nearly threw my packer at him. Literally, I was about 5 seconds away from whacking my willy out and lobbing it in his face. Probably would not have helped the situation, but Jesus Christ. So yeah. If you know a transgender person, I would suggest that you do try your best to use the correct pronouns or their preferred pronouns, because it can be really offensive and upsetting, and there's like so many emotions mixed with being misgendered, especially when you're already very conscious of the fact that you might not pass very well. I mean, it's not about passing, it's about what you see yourself as, but a lot of transgender people, in fact I'm pretty sure it's most, are worried that they don't look how they're identifying, like their body doesn't portray who they are inside. And that's bad enough, but then to have people to constantly remind you of that, yeah, it's like having anal beads, but instead of beads having razors and someone just yanking them out. That kind of pain. I mean, I've not experienced that before, but I'm imagining it's the same seriousness of pain. Anyway, yeah, so I've waffled on for 4.5 minutes now without anal beads. Oh god. What I'm trying to say is pronouns are important, and whether you understand what this person's going through or you don't, it's just polite and kind and friendly to address them correctly. whether they're there or not. Be polite and think. You wouldn't like it if someone called you the wrong pronouns every fucking day over and over again. So why do it to some poor sod who already is completely aware of how they look? So yeah, that's me done. And I'm wearing this shirt because Hayley said it was ugly and I should burn it. Love you, Hayley. Right, bye guys.